Hey friends, welcome back to the shop this week. If you also follow along on our Facebook page, and if you don't, we recommend that you do, because sometimes we'll put either the links to new videos or we will post pictures of little things to come.
Those little teasers.
Yeah.
And we've been teasing this for a while.
We have been for I think a couple of months.
Just about.
Yeah. So if you caught our last episode about Clara's doors and the craziness with those, we did share that Clara is going to be on a lift for at least the next 3 months waiting for her bath time. Well,
so I sold the Forester.
Yeah.
So our list of available cars to work on is,
it shrunk.
it's shrunk. You have to do something about it.
I can't sit around. I've got to be tinkering with something. And you and I actually started this classic trek about a truck.
We did. It was a truck.
It was a truck that journey started with, but we really could not find anything that we were really interested in. So when this opportunity came up, I started to search. And I went deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole until I found this. So this is now Project Harold, and Harold is a 1972 Chevy C10 Cheyenne Super.
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, yes. It's like Tim the Tool Man. Oh, 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 oh. Just a lot in this truck, and actually picked it up 4 or 5 hours away down in Kentucky, and we didn't want something that we were going to have to bring back from bare bones like Clara. That we wanted something that had been started as a project, but they just never really had the time or the funds to finish it.
Maybe not fully finished. Just, get the ball started.
Yeah, just get it started, and a few things that we needed to work on to get it road ready before we went down further of the hole of resto-modding this, because it's not going to be a full restore. So this episode is a walk around of Harold, and actually showing you more of under, which you cannot see, what we've done so far, some education on the C10 Cheyenne, and maybe a little bit about what's to come. But I do want to say Harold. Where does the name Harold? Why Harold? Harold's a good old name, but he is also my late granddad, Navy veteran, sheriff, politics, insurance sales, I mean, you name it, but just down to the core, a good old man that cared about people and never ever lost his drive and vigor. That is why we call him this, because this truck reminds me of someone like that just never ever stops going. And I'm eager to really get it back up again.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do the walk around and educate you on some Snapple fun facts about this truck. All right, let's start with the interior. So for the most part, this truck, interior wise, is completely original. Of course, the seat cover is not the houndstooth that came with the Cheyenne Super, but headliner is still there, AC, and I think Dana is going to share some of the other fun facts about the Cheyenne.
So the neat thing about the Cheyenne, and particularly Harold, is that of all the Cheyennes that were sold, only 3% of them had that magic AM/FM radio installed from the factory. Only 2% included the in-dash tachometer, and bonus, we have the cargo lamp, which is an extra element added to just 5% of these Cheyennes. You'll notice that the Cheyenne comes with the wonderful wood grain paneling, which, we're still trying to figure out how to clean up some of these elements. but the wood grain is a nice touch. It carries through on the door panels, the dashboard, the glove box, and really throughout the truck. So as we figure out how to clean up a lot of these original elements, we're gonna look at putting our own little spin on some of these eventually down the road once Harold is actually roadworthy.
All right, some fun facts about the C10s. In 1972, there were over 270,000 made in the long bed, which is 8 feet, and that is exactly what Harold is. There are only, well, let me rephrase that. There were only shy of 40,000 short beds made in that year. So you can imagine on how difficult it is to find them. And once you do find them, people know the value of them. So that's why one of the biggest trends with the long beds is actually shortening everything to where you do have the 6.5 foot short bed. But we will not be doing this. I love the 8 feet. I love to be able to have the flexibility to haul whatever in the world we want to haul. So it's staying as a long bed. Here you can see some of the faded wood grain on the back. On the Cheyenne Supers, this wood grain paneling is actually going to run the entire length of the truck in a small little panel. So that will all be brought back once we get to that point. Tailgate's functional. We've got lights that we're starting to actually change out to LEDs, so all lights are going to be replaced. Wheel wells, you'll notice these have got some rust on them. This truck actually came with all new sheet metal plates to replace all of that area. The front end, a lot of the parts had actually been replaced already, and that's why you see the flat black. Another really cool thing that I wanted to point out on the inside is in the glove box itself is the original sticker that came with the truck. Shows the order number and all. Unbelievable. And we have the original owner's manual. Another cool fact is the original price for the C10 Cheyenne Supers was $2,680, and if you wanted the AC option, that was an additional $500 on the sticker. Now the Cheyenne Super was the top of the line trim in 1972, and only 7% of all C10 orders was the Cheyenne Super. Now the Cheyennes did come with a 400 big block Chevy motor. One other thing here towards the front, I've already replaced the front grille shell, the front grille insert. I've got a new bumper in the bed of the truck, just waiting on back ordered bumper braces. As far as underneath, a lot of parts have been cleaned up or replaced, so everything looks really good there. Now on the motor side, this was a big attractor for me because I did not want to have to deal with having another whole motor pulled and completely redone like Clara. So this is the 400 big block Chevy that are actually punched out to a 402. Clearly, this has been modified slightly. There is the original AC unit. A couple of things about the motor that has been done. It's got a whole cylinder head, top end combo kit installed. Summit Racing connecting rods, clevet rod and main bearings, Icon FHR pistons, comp cams, and push rods, plus a comp 279T thumper cam, new balancers, flex plates, and a 2000 RPM converter. New alternator, the brake booster and master cylinder we have new in a box. I don't like how those feel, so that's going to be completely replaced with a whole new setup. As you see, I'm missing the fender liners, the front fenders, so those I'm not overly concerned about right now. They'll go in eventually. Wiring, I started to pull apart the wiring and noticed that there's some, what's the best way to say it? There's some connections that are not to my level of satisfaction. The wire is also very tough. It's not very bendable. I mean, it's the original wiring, so we're actually going to completely rewire the entire truck. The new kit is on the way for that. Radiator is not original, but it does not fit correctly, so this is going to be replaced. He actually just put a little strap-on electric fan for it, but that's going to go to the trash too. So we're going to end up doing this right. One addition piece is Patriot headers. This is open header right now. I'm waiting to be able to get the bed off, get some things taken care of. Once we get it on the road, then we'll get the rest of the exhaust system actually installed. Haven't quite figured out exactly what I'm going to go with yet. So if you have any suggestions on that for these, throw them our way. I'd love to be able to review them and see what works best. And I'm sure a lot of you are asking, how does it sound? It looks great, how does it sound? Well, let me go ahead and start it up for you. Now, I don't know about you, but that sound gets me so damn excited. I am incredibly eager to get Harold on the road and being able to really kind of see how he does when we open it up there in the streets. And so there's no doubt about parts and eagerness. I've got some parts already amassed that we've got plans on installing. And of course, boxes and boxes of old original parts. Some will be trash, some will be renewed and reused, but very, very eager to get this going. Well, we hope you enjoyed the walk around of Harold, and really things to come on the channel. A lot of episodes, a lot of cool things. Some things we're going to be asking for your input and insight in. So if you are knowledgeable on this truck and you've subscribed, we're going to be looking towards you for some answers. We're also going to be doing some polling on things that we should do next from a priority standpoint, things that you'd like to be able to see and be a part of on the journey itself.
So maybe if you have a early 70s C10 and there's a project you're aching to tackle on yours and you want to see us tackle it first, that's your chance.
Yeah, as long as it's
Chime in.
As long as it's not crazy.
Not crazy?
No.
Have you seen our channel?
Yeah. Don't be sending us any frame off things. Yeah, no. I'm not
No
gonna.
pulling, no pulling the engine.
Yeah, we're not pulling the motor either. No, we're not doing any of that right now. So don't open Pandora's box on requests. We're not gonna do that.
We do it all the time.
Yeah, I know, and it gets us in trouble.
Tequila?
Stop. Yes. So thanks once again for tuning in for another episode. We hope you enjoyed this. Until next week, stay safe, take care. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.